Hi everybody, I'm Tim Bulot and welcome to WeaponsAcademy.com. We've got something a little unique and a little different for you here. We're going to go back into the mid-90s to my martial arts school, the Academy of Kenpo Karate in Irving, Texas. Now back in that day we had a public access cable TV show that was on martial arts and fitness. It's not a hardcore Kenpo show as much as it was something to demonstrate the benefits of martial arts for everyone, but it was mainly based around Kenpo and Kenpo segments with some fitness and some other guest martial artists. And so we have dug a lot of these old shows out of storage. The show ran for 3 years. It ran at 7 o'clock p.m. on Monday nights, right before Monday Night Football, and it was great publicity for the school. It really put us on the map. So all in all, although we ran the show in seasons, we filmed over 50 episodes. When I say we, I'm talking about myself and the students. The students really contributed to this show, and they enjoyed doing it. So if any of you guys are still out there following us, then I hope you can see yourselves in the video back in the day at the old Academy of Kenpo Karate. Now once again, keep in mind that this was public access. Although we handled all the shooting and the editing, the content was somewhat controlled by the cable TV stations. There were certain things that we could and could not put into the show. So as we get into this, if you guys enjoy, I'll continue to bring out more of these, and I'll talk more about the making of it and how we made it, the equipment we used to film with it. If you're a video maker, a filmmaker, you'd really enjoy that, because this was the YouTube of the day, having public access TV, and only the best shows, local shows, and I'm not just talking martial arts shows, I'm talking in general, got to get those spots. And our show was liked to the point that we got prime time. 7 o'clock on Monday night is as good as it gets. And like I said, running for 3 years, meaning that the reviews were awesome, and it was picked up by pretty much the majority of the cable networks throughout Dallas-Fort Worth. So anyway, let's go back to, I believe this one is 1997, episode 16. Look at Training to Survive, filmed at the Academy of Kenpo Karate in Irving, Texas. Enjoy. Hi everybody, I'm Tim Bulot, the owner and the head instructor of the Academy of Kenpo Karate located in Irving, Texas. Welcome to Training to Survive, the only television show dedicated to today's martial arts and fitness enthusiasts. We've got a great show lined up for you with something in our program for everybody in the entire family. So get ready for it and let's get started.
Hello, my name is Rodell Bird. I'm a staff instructor here at the Academy of Kenpo Karate, and we're going to talk today on our fitness segment is a rather different type of workout called the bag workout. Okay, we've got a heavy bag here. We're going to do some training on this bag. First things off, we want to think about safety. Okay, one of the things you'll notice is that I have my hand wrapped, okay, to support it as I want to be doing some strikes on the bag. Without this, you can get knuckle splints. You can cause injury to your wrist. So you want to make sure you have your hands wrapped. The other thing that you're going to need is you're going to need some type of glove. This is simply a commercial Everlast bag glove. Now if you do sparring with other people and you make contact, you probably don't want your bag glove to be the same glove that you use in sparring. Okay, it gets torn, it gets ripped, it gets rough on the edges from striking the bag, and it can cause some injury, it can abrade the face. So get yourself a pair of gloves specifically for hitting the bag. I'm also wearing some foot protectors here as I'm going to be doing some kicks and some other things with the bag. Okay, let's talk about some of the basic strikes that we're going to do with the bag. And a lot of times what I do with the bag is a little bit different than our self-defense techniques. The bag does not have the same contours of the human body that self-defense does, but boy, you can get a great workout in the bag. Let's start off working a basic jab punch. You need to get yourself into a good fighting stance depending on whatever system you use, or if you're not familiar with the martial arts or with boxing, you can get a good instructor to show you a position. Get into a good fighting position. All we're going to do is just roll the shoulder up and extend the arm, and there's a punch in right there. Okay, it's just a basic jab. So we just extend it and hit into the bag and snap it back to the fighting position. Punch and back. Punch and back. Now you notice as I do that, I'm kind of rocking my body in as I punch too. And back. Punch and back. And we can even take a little step forward and move into the bag to get a little more contact. And back. And back. Good, okay? If you have a partner, maybe he can hold the bag for you, keep it from getting that sway. And as we start working techniques, we'll control that sway as we go through. Okay, another punch we're going to do, that's a jab. Let's work on an overhand right type of punch. Okay, I'm in a left stance. Of course, if you're in a right stance, it would be an overhand left. We're going to work on overhand right. So from this position, and we're going to simply jab into the bag, okay? And I'm going to bend my knee here as I go into our overhand right, okay? Now, in Kenpo, we kind of straighten that back leg. If you notice what I'm doing here, I'm simply bending that knee, okay, and bringing leverage into my punch. This is actually kind of a variation of a stance we have in Kenpo, which is called a closed kneel stance, okay? So there's my jab, and I'm going to come in with that overhand right, okay? Jab, overhand right. Good. Jab, overhand, right. Okay. Let's work one more for our first combination. All right. We're going to work a jab, overhand right, and we're going to come back through with a hook punch. A hook punch hits on the downside of the circle. We're going to loop it through, the elbows up, and loop it through. At the same time, again, we're bending our knees, kind of screwing ourselves into the ground. Let's work this as a basic combination. Okay. So we jab, punch, and we hook. There it is, okay? Jab, punch, hook. Good. Again, jab, punch, hook. Good. Let's add one more thing to this, okay? Let's come with a roundhouse kick, and we simply place a roundhouse kick right into the bag that way, okay? When you start off, you don't want to hit the bag unnecessarily hard or anything, but just nice and easy, okay? So let's work that as a combination. So there's our jab, overhand right, our hook, here comes our roundhouse. And we're back in position for our jab. Right, hook, and here's our roundhouse. Yeah, that just steady the bag a little bit. Let's work those with a little speed a little bit. Here we go. Jab, right, hook, roundhouse. Good, steady the bag. Jab, right, hook, roundhouse. Good. And again, jab, right, hook, roundhouse. All right. That just gives you some idea. Some of the combinations you can work when you're working a bag. There's a wide variety that you can work. Get with your martial arts trainer. Find out different combinations. Work your punches. Work your kicks on the bag. You'll find you're getting a good workout. And we'll see you next time on our fitness segment.
With new martial arts schools opening on every corner, how do you know which is right for you? The school you choose must teach practical, street-smart self-defense by a qualified instructor with actual street experience. Don't be fooled by imitations. Come to Tim Bulot's Academy of Kenpo Karate, the only school which teaches authentic American Kenpo Karate based on today's dangerous environment. Learn practical self-defense from Tim Bulot, a 4th-degree black belt and 15-year police veteran. You've always wanted to try the martial arts. Now's your chance. Don't wait. Call now.
Hi everybody, welcome to our next segment of On the Mat. In this segment we're going to kind of give you an overview of some of the stick fighting techniques that we teach here at the Academy of Kenpo Karate. Now the art of Kenpo has an extremely sophisticated stick technique system that's built into it and is taught at the 4th degree black belt level. Now here at the studio we like to get our students exposed to weapons training a little bit earlier than that, so around purple belt we have a curriculum that we start teaching to let them get used to working the stick. Now in Kenpo we teach a lot of self-defense against clubs and different types of impact weapons, and to better know the weapon to defend against it is also knowing how to use it. Now as a 14-year police veteran, 3 of the most common types of weapons attack that I've run into on the street have been the knife, the gun, and an impact weapon of some type. Remember, the stick not only represents a stick, it can be a club, a small bat, a tree branch, a pipe, or basically anything, a wine bottle, anything you can pick up in your hand and strike your attacker with, okay? So once again, we're learning how to use the sticks in a counter offensive type of manner and so forth. Now, one of the good things about fighting with a stick or about defending yourself with a stick is every place on the human body is a target. When we teach you the self-defense techniques, as you recall, we're real specific about what weapon hits to what target. Well, when you're utilizing the sticks, you don't have to be near specific. I mean, just think about it. Is there any place on your body that someone could hit you with this that wouldn't hurt? And the answer is to no. Anywhere you strike somebody with a stick is going to hurt. Now, we teach the students to utilize the entire stick, the tip, the shaft of the stick, and then the butt end here for hooking and grabbing and trapping and so forth, and then the very end tip of the stick for striking also. So we like to leave anywhere from 4 to 6 inches of space. We're going to work a lot using the wrist and keeping our elbow anchored. Now, in this short segment, we're not going to have a lot of time to teach you everything there is to know, but we're just going to kind of give you an overview about what stick fighting is all about. Now, to get the maximum amount of damage to an attacker with a stick, it's important that you utilize striking with the tip, because you can get more pressure, more power by hitting with the stick than as if you were striking with the shaft. The power, the pounds of pressure would be dispersed out amongst a larger striking surface. So you're getting more pounds per pressure in your strike in a smaller surface of the club. And I'll give you an example of that. If I could have Butch come on out. Now, he's just got just a plain piece of cardboard here. And as you can see, if I strike it using the shaft, go ahead and hold it real tight there, Butch. If I strike it using the shaft of the stick, even if I hit it hard, it just kind of passes through, okay? I could do this all day and it just passes through because the pressure is dispersed out amongst the entire shaft of the club. Okay, now that's still going to hurt and we're still going to do that, but I'm going to show you the difference now if I just use the tip of the club. Okay, you see the cardboard will begin to tear. Okay, well in this case it flew out of his hand, but nevertheless you can see that there's some penetration there. Okay, hang on to it real tight, Butch. Okay, we're going to try it one more time. You can see that I got a little tear there and I'm going to hit it with the tip. You ready? Okay, as I whip it in, you can see it begins to tear, okay, and so forth. See, there's another tear. Let's hit it one more time. Okay, it begins to tear. Now that just kind of simulates, thanks Butch, the tip of the club striking onto the surface of the body. Okay, so if you hit shoulder blades, elbows, knees, the bony areas of the skull that we normally don't hit with our bare hands, you get this type of an effect also. Okay, now Butch and Sarah, come on in. We're gonna learn a technique here. Okay, now like our self-defense techniques, okay, the sticks will become extensions of your own natural weapons and you'll use them to block and counter-strike and counterattack and so forth. Now the first technique that we're going to work against is going to be a right step-through attack. Now it can be anything. Sarah, if you step in and just thrust your club straight into Butch there, okay, it could be any type of attack, okay, this could be a knife, this could be an empty hand club, or it could be a stick. But because we're utilizing the sticks, we're going to just practice stick to stick. But keep in mind, this could be any type of right step through attack because it's all going to work the same. You have a lot more versatility with the sticks. Okay, guys? So that's what we're dealing with. Okay, so face the front. Now, as that attack's coming in, we're going to drop back into our left neutral bow stance, and we're going to use a left inward strike using, okay, the shaft of the club against the arm or the weapon itself as the attack comes in. Now, let me step back here, Sarah. As Butch comes in with that attack, okay, I'm going to drop back and I can actually strike to the weapon. I can strike to the forearm, which will help release the weapon, or I can glance up the weapon, and as I parry it off, okay, the stick will actually strike Butch on the fingers. Okay, my right hand is in a checking and guarding position here. Okay, so from here, he comes in, I drop back and I clear it. Okay, now notice they're using padded sticks for control, an excellent way to practice. This time I'm going to go to the forearm, okay, and I'm actually striking, and you can see what kind of pain that would cause, okay? All right, so we're getting our distance and we're counter-striking. Sarah, come on up. Okay, you guys are going to face off with each other and you're going to work just that move, okay? Sarah, why don't you come in first, and Butch, just step back into a left neutral bow and work that inward strike, okay? And go ahead. Good, okay, and trade it off. Nice, okay. Good, okay, freeze right there. Now see, you hit on the elbow there, okay? That's going to hurt pretty bad using the stick, okay? Come back up. The first time when Butch came in, go ahead and Sarah dropped back. She hit him on the back of the hand here, okay? These are targets that wouldn't hurt a whole lot if you use an empty hand strike to it, but with this stick, it's a different story, okay? A couple more times with that, okay? Good, and one more for Sarah. Nice. Okay, now we're going to add to it, okay? So I'm going to have Butch come in with a strike. I'm going to step back and I'm going to clear it here. Now notice I've got a line of entry here, so I'm going to take advantage of it. So one, I get off the line of attack. I've got a shield between me and my attacker here. I'm going to pivot to my forward bow stance, and I'm going to use the stick and use that tip strike right across the center of the body, okay? Notice how the stick comes all the way through and hits right across the center of the body. Now when I do this to get a little extra power and to set up my next weapon, I'm going to adjust with the front leg. I'm going to adjust, pivot, and strike through, okay? Still checking here. A lot of pain there. Let's look at it again. Okay, he comes in, I drop back, I adjust, strike through. Okay, let's face the front, guys. Sarah, let's work this in the air first. Okay, drop back, adjust, inward horizontal strike, use the tip, strike through. Go under the arm here, Sarah, under the arm, leave it checking there. Again, drop back, counter strike here, step off, inward horizontal, strike through. A lot of wrist action there, okay? Work that back and forth, okay? Butch will attack first, okay? One, step, and two. Nice, good. Okay, good. Keep that checking in there. Okay, a couple more times. Good, very nice. Good. Now, at that point, Sarah, if I could have you back up just a little bit. Butch comes in, I do my shot, I step, and I cut through, okay? Now, if his reaction is to cover the wound, okay, that's going to open the roundhouse kick to the face, which is going to be our next move. Okay, so we're combining natural weapons with man-made weapons here, okay? Come on back in again. Or if I'm quick, I can trail these 1, 2, okay? I hit with the stick and immediately followed up with the foot, okay? Watch that again. I drop back and my foot is going to trail as I step off. The club hits and that'll pull his hands in for sure. Okay, so let's face the front, guys. Okay, drop back, do our strike. Step off. Now, as you cut through with the inward, you're immediately going to trail it with your roundhouse kick, and let's plan over here to about 2 o'clock, okay? And we'll just be in a ready position here. Okay, so we drop back, step off, cut through, and kick. Good. Again, so we drop back, step off, cut through using the tip, and kick. All right, let's try that back and forth. Okay, step, 1, 2. Good. Okay, bring the club straight in. Nice. Okay, good snap in that roundhouse kick, but use good control. Good. Okay, now let's do one where we go to the face with the roundhouse kick. So Sarah attack Butch. Okay, now say when he counter strikes, you pull your hands in, okay, reacting to the pain. That'll set up a high target. Okay, let's go that route a couple of times. Good. Okay. Good, and one more for Sarah. There we go. Nice. Good kick. Now, ideally, when you do that inward strike to the back of his forearm there, a good reaction would be for him just to drop the club, striking that radial nerve, and that's hopefully what we want to get. Okay, so let's move on a little bit. So Butch is going to come in. I drop back. Now we're going to go back to just using the 2 strikes to the body. I step off, I cut through, I kick, double him over. Now as I plant here, I'm going to come with a right downward diagonal strike to the back of the head. I'm going to go to a left and do a left vertical downward strike to the back of the shoulder blade. Remember, I told you anywhere on the body is a target. So I go 1, 2, notice the orbit, 3, hitting the back of the head. Okay, let's look at it again. Once again, watch how the clubs orbit. Okay, I drop back, step off, strike, kick, okay? 1, here comes the left, 2, and then the right, 3. Good. Okay, guys, let's do this. All right, let's learn it. Okay, we're going to step back, use our inward strike. We're going to step off, cut through the body, immediately follow with a roundhouse kick. Now, give me a left, outward, downward diagonal. Let's go to a forward bow, a right, downward vertical, and a left, downward vertical, and your right hand is still in orbit, and then go back to neutral as you settle with a right, downward vertical strike. Okay, let's do it again. So we go the left inward, step off, right inward horizontal, followed by a roundhouse. Then I got a right outward downward diagonal, a left downward vertical strike, and then a right downward vertical strike, okay? And I hit him in the head and in the shoulder, but you could hit anywhere on the body when you're doing these. Because think about it, no matter where you hit him, it's going to hurt. You got the shoulder blade, the spine, the ribs, the back of the neck, the back of the skull. All of those targets are going to hurt. Okay. step, hit, kick, 1, 2, 3. Okay, now Sarah, if you would step back just a little bit. Now from the roundhouse kick, watch this action. Okay, see how they flow? You can hear them whip here. You get it better. Okay, listen. That's what you're going to be coming down with. He won't stand there for long, trust me. Okay, slow and easy, back and forth. Okay, Butch, why don't you attack first? Step off, kick, 1, 2, 3. Good, good. Work it. 1, 2, 3. Nice, very good, very good. Okay. And freeze right there. Okay, hold it, Sarah. Get this up a little bit and turn it. There you go. Good checking posture there, because if he swings this arm up, swing that arm up, you've got it down there against your body. It's not going to do you much good. Okay, good. Let's pick it up a little bit. Good control. Remember, we've got padded sticks, okay? Let's work it a little bit. Good. Put a key eye on that last strike. Nice, nice. Keep it going. Good, good. Good, and break. Okay, you guys got a handle on that?
Sir.
Want to cut it there, or you want to learn a little more?
More.
More. Okay, let's put some more to it. Let's put a follow-up on it. Let's think back to your green belt freestyles where we introduced crossovers. Okay, we're going to add a foot maneuver to this to enhance it a little bit more. Okay, now let me show you what we're going to build on. Okay, Butch is going to come in. I drop back, step off, cut through, kick, bring him down. 1, 2, 3. Now, in green belt, we had a rear crossover. So I'm going to do a left rear crossover, and I've got this one coming down, and I'm going to drop in one more as I catch him down. I could hit the shoulder, I could hit the elbow, or I could hit the spine. Okay, so I'm going with 4 circular strikes. Let's look at it again. Okay, hit, step, hit, kick. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. And you see where my right hand is, you bet it's ready for another one. Now notice I'm using the shaft here, but once again I told you we're going to use the entire club, okay? Let's do this together, guys. Okay, drop back and block, step off, cut through, kick. Okay, slow down a little bit so we have our right, our left. I keep the left going this time as the right hits, cross over behind, rear crossover into a good left rear twist stance, and hit one more time with the left. Good, you're going to get a lot of marriage of gravity, a lot of power from that as you settle in. Okay, drop back, step, hit, kick. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good, the right hand, you know what's coming. We'll just get there in a minute, okay? Slow and easy on each other. Take them down. 1, 2, 3, keep the left going, there you go, and hit. But try not to stop, Sarah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Watch it again. Just watch it, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? He can't get up. 3 and 4, there you go. Time to strike with the stance, okay? One more round of that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice, good. Okay, and one more for Butch. 2, 3, 4. Okay, great. Now, let me borrow you here, Butch. Now watch what we're going to do to end it up. Remember how that right hand was set up. You'll get a kick out of this. Hit, kick. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I've got him down here. Now I'm going to unwind. This is one of the beauty of twist stances. Watch as I unwind. I'm going to lift. See, I've got him kind of sandwiched in here. Straighten him out. And then here's your kick. Spinning back kick to any target. Okay, watch it again. Okay, comes in. I off angle. Catch him. Kick. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now I've got the head down there. If he tries to stand up, okay, I've got him pinned in. Now I'm going to come through and just strip him out of the club and unwind with the left spinning back kick. Okay, guys, let's do it. Face the front. Okay, get your inward, step off, slice through the body, kick. 1, 2, 3, and plant. Boom, down on 4. There you go. Okay, now keep him checked here. As you unwind, you're going to lift him up and let that feed a left spinning heel kick to any target. Okay, let's try that on each other. Okay, Butch will strike first. Slow and easy, Sarah. 2, 3, drop 4. Now keep him, there you go, and nice, very good, very good. Okay, a lot of rotational force on this. 3, drop, unwind, kick. Good, good. A couple more rounds. As these guys are working this, y'all keep going. As they're working this, you can see the similarities between what we do with the sticks and what we do with our empty hands. So when we work our stick techniques, it's not like we're learning a whole new art. Kenpo has sticks built in, and they're an extremely effective system at that, okay? That'll give you kind of an overview of how we use our sticks in Kenpo. These are things that we teach at about the purple belt level, and we have a whole series of techniques like this that we let the students do. So if you have any questions on this, give us a call. I'm going to let these guys continue practicing, and we'll see you on the next show. Good. Back and forth. Let's add some ki-eyes. Pick it up a little bit, guys. There we go. Good, good. Good. And one more good one each. Good, and one more for you, Butch. Good. Now, when we salute out, put the sticks in your left hand. Okay, from the long side up. Sarah, stand here facing Butch. Okay, and let's salute together. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, what you're looking at now is some footage from a belt test that we conducted here at the Academy of Kenpo Karate. We have two students testing. This is Rick Cutler, our crime prevention officer. You've seen him on the show. And Charles Logan, who is also testing for his blue belt. Now, these techniques are at the intermediate level, and you'll see a variety of grabs, tackles, pushes, punches and kicks and so forth. And you're going to see these students working some intermediate level techniques against multiple attackers. As you see here, Rick here, defending against a push and finishing off with a kick attack. So sit back, enjoy some blue belt footage.
Hey man, give it, dude, up.
Receiving new rank is a great feeling. We see a lot of students come here at the Academy of Kenpo Karate, and we watch them grow as they learn these techniques. They become better martial artists, better physically fit, just better people in general. And we try to impart some of the benefits of martial arts training upon them here during the belt testing promotional ceremony. So here the new students are putting on their new blue belts. They'll be happy to wear these to class next week and start working on their new green belt techniques, which are even more sophisticated. Little congratulations here from myself, and then a round of applause from the spectators and other students.
I'm here with Charles Logan and Rick Cutler that is tested for blue belt. Gentlemen, how was the test?
Good.
Good.
Very intense.
Tiring.
Very tiring.
Now, you tested for blue belt. How does this compare with some of your past tests?
Techniques are a lot more intricate and a lot more involved than the earlier techniques.
Rick?
Basically the same thing. It's techniques are a little more difficult to learn, but makes it a lot more fun. Challenges.
Now, you're in the intermediate range now. You're a blue belt. How does this prepare you for survival on the street?
Well, it helps with confidence and mobility, I guess. I don't know what else to say.
Just mainly let you know that if you do have to confront an attacker or a possible fight, that you're going to be able to react and protect yourself and your family.
Do you find yourself using principles of Kenpo in your everyday life?
Yes, a lot more.
In what way?
Just my balance, my stances, I'm a lot more solid, like in other extracurricular sports like softball and things like that. I'm using some Kenpo. I guess, what would you call them?
Principles?
Principles. Helping me and perform better in those sports as well.
Rick, you're a police officer. How about you?
Correct. It's basically the same thing. It's just allows me out there in the streets to know that I can defend myself and not have to quite probably enhancing the use of force, and it helps discipline you just all around and in everyday life with your work and everything.
So you ready for new green belt techniques?
Ready to go.
Well, outstanding. Gentlemen, you did a fantastic job, and wish you luck in your next belt.
Thank you much.
Once again, we're all out of time. I hate it when that happens, don't you? But we've certainly enjoyed bringing you this information. If you have any questions or comments, or to have your question answered on our program, or if you have any specific self-defense needs that you want addressed, please contact us at the Academy of Kenpo Karate, 3325 West Rochelle Road, Irving, Texas 75062, or pick up the phone and call us at Metro 972-256-3969. Until next time, stay safe, practice your techniques, and we'll see you on the next program. Well, there you have it. I would like to hear your comments. I'd like to hear your feedback. If you would like to see more of these, I've got plenty of them. That's how we did it back in the day. Please remember, like, subscribe, share the channel, help us grow. We'll see you on the next one.